And good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the first episode of Makers and Movers podcast of September 2025. How is everybody doing this morning, folks? First up, can you see me? Can you hear me? Do I sound like I'm marble, or do I actually sound pretty decent today? Let me know in the comments how all of that, how that all looks and listens and all that for you. Today, we're going to talk about your portfolio. You know what that is? That's your proof. And this is how we're going to build that confidence-boosting portfolio as an apparel decorator. Because, when somebody asks you, can I see your work? What do? Right? What do you show them? Are you just, let me slide through my phone. Let me get this. That's what we're going to do. We're going to show you how to create that portfolio that builds the confidence, improves your skills. It doesn't matter even if you're starting off. And it doesn't matter if you don't have any paid jobs. We can walk you through this with, how to start with what you already have. Why creating those samples is the best investment in yourself. How mockups can fill gaps when materials are tight. The easiest ways to organize your portfolio for quick sharing, and how to keep building your portfolio so it grows with you. Now, with that, if this is your first time here, your long time here, I didn't know who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, and what the weather is like in your area. It's not bad out here. It's hard out here for pimp, but it is not bad out here for weather related. I got some Ghostbuster drinks this morning. I'm afraid no ghosts, so I'll drink them. Some Oxy Shred, Orange Energy. It's all right. Protein Plasma. That's all right. Proton Plasma. We'll see how it is. And then I need to know your 5 things. What are 5 things you're going to accomplish today? I'm going to accomplish getting yelled at. I'm going to accomplish getting orders out. As you go through my list, we have this call. Then I have a mentorship call. Then we have a call with Caesar. We have a call with Stall. No, take it back. We have a call with Stalls. Then we have a call with marketing. Then we have Caesar. So those are there. So we got a lot of meetings, a lot of calls, pulling orders, stocking orders, getting stuff done, being a firefighter today. We're going to put out some fires with it. So those are our 5. What are your 5 things that you were going to do today? Kevin, good morning. Need help? Logo, Canva. Need to use the same font to add to it. Take a picture, take that logo, throw it in the chat GPT. Say, I created this in Canva. What font did I use is this? It should probably tell you. That's my easiest way to go through it. Renee, good morning. 68 to 74, overcast in Chicagoland. Water in the bottle, coffee in the cup. Russeline, good morning to you. This was text, Canva much. Wonder if pop-up tried that suggestion. Did I see your gang sheets? I hope I did them right. They took me 3 hours. You're close. So close. A few little issues. I fixed them because I said I'd take a look at it. We fixed it. We need to, are you able to today on the mentorship call to hop to see video? If so, I can explain it to you. If not, do you have a time that I'll hop on a call with you and show you what it was, how the files came through, and what we need. Biggest thing is they need to be sized to the artboard, that 22 by 120, and they need to be PNG with a transparent background. I fixed everything that was there. We made it work, but I can show you what it was, what's going on with that. So other than that, like nothing crazy. You were really, really close. Like I would give you a passing grade for sure. I've seen some really bad ones for your first attempt, and at doing 7 of them, thumbs up to you. Linda's got 77 on the way to 100. 5 things. Press soccer uniforms, order soccer uniforms, design 3D print, Chipley store. Had a meeting with Chipley last week. They're not giving us any discounts, but you can ask them for discounts when you sign up. Say, hey, Todd recommended me to you, and he said to ask if there's any discounts. Not for him recommending, but is there any open discounts we can use? So maybe they can do that for you on there. Jerry, good morning to you. Oh, Renee called the meeting. Yeah, right there with it. Trying to keep an eye on it while getting my breakfast ready. Ooh, what's breakfast this morning? Linda had French toast for me this morning before I left the office. Ooh, French toast sounds good. good. Tim, good morning to you. Drinking a pink monster, working on Shipley's site. Very, very nice. Jerry, today's Wednesday. You got 2 days. 2 days, Jerry. 2 days. 2 days, Jerry, on the clock. Just saying. Holding you accountable, Jerry. Holding you accountable. It's a shame you have no energy this morning. I went to bed last night, 12:30, 1 o'clock, somewhere around there. Got up at 4. We're rocking and rolling, baby. We have stuff that needed to get in, a stack of stuff to organize. I had gang sheets to go through and build up. We officially have sold out of the cameos. Now, officially means all the stock off the website is gone. But I do believe I kept back like 20 to 40 of them because I just wanted to make sure. So there may be a chance they'll be released. If you bought one, thank you for that. If your name's Peggy and you bought 8 of them, really, thank you for that. Really appreciate that. So that was it. Proof is in the pudding. Pudding. Looking marvelous. Thanks, Renee. It's probably this amazing hat that, Renee does laser patches. This amazing shirt, TRW crew. Ooh. I'm just going to, it's the go-to hoodie to have right here to put on when it's chilly in the office. See, I said the same thing. Pudding. I didn't. I slept about 3 hours last night. And I told Corey, I said, I think she said she got a good, half hour of sleep. And I'm like, at least one of us, and it should be you. That's right, Brian. Let's look at this candle. Brian, how have you been? Brian's got to be in the weeds because I don't think I've heard from Brian in a week. And this is the first show back after holiday weekend. How is that possible? Where's that going? Net's in Maryland, and she's got 60 right now with water in the cup. And Barb's, North Central Minnesota, with 50 iced white chocolate raspberry coffee in the cup. That's a mouthful. Cut Final 3D print. Review earlier TRW Hall of Fame videos. Work on business. Very nice. That's right. Linda became a member, and you can too. You can go up there and you can subscribe and become a member of our multiple tiers of that Hall of Fame, All-Star, Little League. What am I missing? There's another one in there. That's all there. I'm hungry. No, I'm not hungry. I'll probably eat a burger for breakfast if I eat that. Lisa, thanks for checking in from across the pond. It's pouring down rain right now. It's not here. It should be starting soon. Annette's got work at the regular job. Jim, check white HTV vinyl for a t-shirt job. Start t-shirt job. Get ads running. Okay, ads running. Do we know what we're doing with ads? And I'm not saying that to be like a jerk or anything. I know that I have ran some bad ads, and I've learned that it is better to have somebody else run ads for me because they know what the hell they're doing on it, and I was just throwing money away. So I was asking on it. White vinyl, interesting you bring that up. I'm almost positive we're out of white HTV. Things that I know we're out of or ridiculously low on, white HTV, hot fix tape. Hot fix tape is in shipping. It'll be here Monday, so we can add that back to it. Talking with Caesar today to see about our order on how we can bring that in, because if you missed it last night, one of the things we talked about was we're going to increase some minimums, where things, like a minimum 5 feet on cut HTV. I had an order that I think was 40 pieces. Of those 40 pieces, 30 of them were just 1 foot sheets of vinyl. So to pull a roll off a rack, to put it on the table, to run it through the cutter, to cut it, roll it back up, put it there, and put it to the side, we lose money on that, on 1 foot sheets. We just do. And that's one of the things going through the business, the efficiency part of it. We're losing money on that, and we just had to do it 30 times. We lost a lot of money on it. So we're looking at going to minimums on it, and Caesar's going to help us out by some of the new stuff that they have. Instead of us having to buy master rolls of things, they'll drop ship it for us. So working through all that. That's right, Jerry. You're going to get a passing grade because you want to know why? You're going to put in the work. You're going to put in the work. Rustling, you're awesome. Oh, thank you. C-, not acceptable. I'm a damn perfectionist. I won't have my computer with me, but I can watch you and chat. Okay, so I'll do that. I'll show you in our mentorship community what it was, because it wasn't anything there. There's some ways that I would trim it up, and a couple of the files. Well, one, since they came through CDR files, we need them as PNG transparent background. So I'll show you in the things with that. I know, Keith. I thought we decided last night it was going to be Hall of Fame. We're going to make something available for it. Remind me in the Hall of Fame if we haven't made it there yet. Does puff used in embroidery go bad? Doesn't feel like it's puffed very much. Like the foam part? Maybe it's the density from it. I don't know. I did not get pickles last night. Did not get any pickles. No, wait, no. I got I finished dinner at what, like 10:30 last night, and there was pickles on the burger, so that was kind of it. Welcome to Hall of Fame crew. That's right, Linda. And Renee's Five Things team replay from Tuesday with Todd last night. I thought it was a good show. Chipley meeting. They do not have any discounts currently. You tell them that maybe they should check a trade show because, there's trade shows that they went to and there's discounts on those. Baked German chocolate cake, ketchup artwork, organized laser area. Very nice. And good morning for all. Finally able to get my designs from last night. Very nice. Were there any discounts or codes for Hall of Fame codes? I don't think so. If you're in the Hall of Fame, then you should get that email that has all of that updated to it. I think that's right with it. German chocolate cake. That's what I'm talking about. Linda, it'll be a great way to learn Corel and the TRW Wizard better. I need to get the most out of my software investment. Absolutely, you do. And Barb says, Brian, if the puff form is the cheap stuff, it'll break down. Good to know. Remember, I don't know anything about embroidery, but I love it. That's a good chunk of people in our mentorship community are embroiderers. I want an embroidery machine. I want to know it. I want to learn it. I'll never do production. I just know it. And Sharon asks, what is the mentorship program? It is on pause right now until we move it over to the new platform. But we do calls multiple times a week in that. There's Zoom rooms in it. There's a whole Discord where they have that. So it's a whole little community with it, and it is growing, expanding out into things. And that's what we're working on doing more of. I'm shooting for October 1st to be that, reopen and do it. October 1st is kind of the big things for it all, because we're shooting to be Wizard 6 launched, ready to go. Gangify, our gang sheet builder, integrated into the TRW site with access to thousands of ready on-demand artwork to print. Yeah, that makes sense in my head. Don't know if it made sense coming out there. Cam's machines back online and going. So that's what we're rocking with that. And if you missed last night's Tuesday with Todd, we dropped some new bundles. I will go ahead. We dropped a new mini pack, and I will go ahead and post that link for that mini pack bundle majigger. Didn't I have it? I thought I had it right here. Maybe I didn't have it right here. What'd you do with it, Todd? I know where it is. I'll go find it. But one of the things in there was from last week's webinar. I had to think, Designing with Todd webinar. With last week's Designing with Todd webinar, we recreated this logo in it. And so I thought, it's my favorite. So you can go find that. And it is this one. Is this guy. We made this guy. We showed how to take in the webinar last week, we showed how to take trending designs and recreate them with your own spin on it. So we did that for there. Fully live template where you can change out words, text, images, do all that. Then we made a left chest logo to match it, but then I made it so it's a full front. So there's that. So kind of has that retro vibe to it. And that was what we designed. We did that. So that was fun. That's in the pack. You can go get that. I'm pretty happy with that. The next webinar we're shooting for a week from today. Yes, a week from today. We are going to talk about setting up for success for fourth quarter. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to kind of give you a roadmap to, a holiday roadmap for it. So some potential ideas and strategies over that fourth quarter leading up to the Christmas holiday. Those would be some pre-launch things in it so you can work on that stuff now, hit the ground running. There's a lot of content moments in it. So, like determining your deals, your offers, your products, defining your brand, certain days of what's going on with stuff as we look at it. And what do you mean by that? Well, for anybody that's asking, October 9th, Moldy Cheese Day. Crystal, our lovely, lovely Crystal, loves moldy cheese. So she doesn't really. And she's told me that. So now I'm like, we got to talk about it. Moldy Cheese Day. So ways to use that to create content with it. And she's like, well, how would you make this into a piece of content like moldy cheese? What does it have to do with our customers? And I'm like, I'm glad you asked, because we went through and where did I make that at? From moldy cheese. No, that's not the right one for moldy cheese. Did I do it over here? Moldy cheese. Maybe moldy cheese. I created a post for it and said, see, isn't this fun on how we can moldy cheese. There it is. Moldy cheese day engagement. So this is going to be, it's moldy cheese day. Let's talk about the stinky designs you have hiding on your hardware. What's the one design that you made back in the day that you wouldn't be caught dead selling now? That little font that looks like it belongs on MySpace? That HTV design where you didn't know how to mirror? Oh, how about that rhinestone pattern that looked more like Swiss cheese than sparkle? Drop your moldiest design memory in the comments below. No judgment. We all have them. And honestly, the stories are too good not to share. So I said, we can take anything and make it about our customers. And I proved it right there with moldy cheese. And so we're going to talk about moldy cheese every chance we get, just because it's funny, right? Ha 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 ha. I try to, hey, listen, they are busting their ass to get stuff out, to get stuff taken care of. And we got to have fun with it. Like there's business Todd that, I am a very numbers driven person. And so I need to know, boom, 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 boom. Here's the stuff. Here's how everything works. And then there's fun Todd, and, I try to do my best to keep everything going there. Carrot cake. Yeah, wrestling until for now, because the time commitment that goes into it. The time commitment that goes into setting up and doing for a webinar easily exceeds 10 hours for each one. And this is because everything, for those that want a little sneak peek behind the scenes, the designs just don't magically appear. We go through it, we research it, we make sure stuff works with it. We do a dry run on it so that way we can see, hey, do we like this? Do we need to change this? How do we do all of that? So at this point in time, I don't have the bandwidth for that. We have other things that need to get done, namely catching up on orders, getting things organized, making sure new products come in, and that 10 hours is better spent somewhere else. So we're at least doing monthly, and we'll get back to it, but just being transparent with you. That's where it is with it. I don't know. Corey, have you named that press yet?
What?
Have you named that press yet? She has not. Slidey. I don't know. She has not named that press. Yeah. She has not named that press yet, but we'll run it through Spaces, and that'll probably be added to the TRW site soon. Soon it'll be over there for that. Okay. Now, why don't we, as we're 20 minutes in, get into this? Because, hey, we usually run these for, half an hour, and we're 20 minutes in, me just rambling. So, all right, let's get into it. All right. We're talking about your portfolio. Portfolio is a fun word to say. Is your proof, right? When someone asks you, can you show me what you've done? What's your answer, right? If you don't have photos ready, or if you find yourself awkwardly scrolling through your phone, hoping to find a halfway decent shot, you are definitely leaving money on the table. Your portfolio, it's your proof. It's what shows potential customers that you're not just capable, but you're confident in. And the best part, your portfolio doesn't have to be massive. Doesn't even have to be filled with paid jobs. Samples and mockups and test projects, those all count too. So we're going to break down, how you can create that confidence boosting portfolio that helps you land jobs, impress customers, and feel secure when pitching your work. And, these tips were designed specifically for at-home apparel decorators who work with HTV, rhinestones, transfers. All right. So number one, let's start with what you have. Many decorators are hesitant to create a portfolio because they think that it has to be filled with professional photography of big jobs. And the truth is, your portfolio just starts with whatever you have in front of you. Even one well-photographed shirt or hoodie or tumbler can become the seed of your proof. And remember, we're planting seeds today for tomorrow's trees to provide shade, right? Is that how it is? We're planting seeds for today for tomorrow's trees, something like that. Customers don't need to see 100 pieces. They just need to see something that shows that you can deliver. So you're going to begin by going through your past projects and pulling the best examples. And don't worry if you only have a handful. Quality matters more than quantity. Even a single photo of a custom rhinestone spirit tee or a clean shot of a transfer printed hoodie can build credibility. And as you grow, You just keep adding more to it. So, an example of that is a home-based decorator uses just 3 photos, an HTV bachelorette tee, a rhinestone cheer mom hoodie, and a DTF transfer fan shirt. And that's the starting point for a portfolio. Within a month, she's able to get her first paying customer. Another one, took photos of 2 sample mugs and 1 glitter HTV tote bag that they made for practice. Those sampled landed their first Etsy sale because buyers could see the work. So for the action step for this, you need to find 3 of your best completed projects and photograph them in good light. And these 3 items will be your starter portfolio pieces. All right. Number 2, let's create some samples to fill the gaps. If you don't have paid work to show yet, make it. Right? Creating samples not only builds your confidence, but it also demonstrates your capabilities in different styles and materials. You can make a few shirts with rhinestones, a glitter HTV design, maybe a DTF transfer, just to showcase what you can do. These samples are doable as practice, so you're also sharpening your skills while building your proof on it. And don't think of these as wasted materials. Think of them as marketing investments. You are creating visual examples that make it easy for your customers to say yes. Right? Even if no one ordered that design, seeing it in your portfolio may inspire someone else to order something similar for it. And examples of these are, a maker pressed a rhinestone baseball mom shirt with no buyer in mind. She photographed it, used in her Facebook posts, and it brought in 3 custom orders. Right? Took a picture of it, put it out there like this. We'll post this plenty of times to show this off. Why? Because people like it. They like seeing the colors move in it. We'll do it in the sun. We'll do it a lot of places. That's what we do. Take pictures. Another one, they printed a trendy design onto a hoodie and just photographed it. Customer scroll on their page, message, hey, can we do something like that for our school colors? Okay, an order was placed. So it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to get done. And that's what your action step is just to choose one decoration method. Doesn't matter if it's HTV, if it's rhinestone, DTF transfers, and just create that sample piece this week specifically for your portfolio. Now, numero 3, use mockups when materials are tight. Hey, we've all been there. Maybe you don't have the blanks or transfers to make samples right now. And that's okay. Mockups are a super powerful tool. With design software, what it is these days, with free mockup generators, you can drop your design onto a shirt, a hoodie, even a tumbler, and it will show customers what it looks like. The important part of this is to use realistic templates and designs that you can actually produce. Now, mockups let you test ideas, show variety, and look professional without spending money on materials. They also save time. No pressing, no photography, just instant proof with it. And most customers don't care if it's a mock-up or real photo. They just want to see it. All right. So examples is decorators all the time, without inventory, create digital mock-ups of things, especially t-shirts, rhinestones. There's a flock that goes into it. And they use those in their Facebook to post. And before you know it, orders start coming in. Canva, a great one where you can mock things up with it, and you can mock it up on, hoodies, hats, put it out there. Coach may see it, mom may see it, ask for pricing, turns into a fundraiser order. So for this, let's just pick one design. What? Oh, yeah, add it to my list. Add it to my list of stuff I got to go on today. There's another story that came in we need to do. Where are they going with that? Oh, action step. Just pick one design and create a digital mock of it today. Post it with the caption, thinking of offer this. Would you wear it? We're just asking questions. We're asking things to put it in there for it. Okay. Let's burn through 4 and 5, and then we'll come back for questions. Usually I'll stop and go through it, but we'll burn through these so that way we can rock and roll with it. Number 4, organize your portfolio for easy sharing. All right. Because having photos is one thing, but being able to share them quickly is a completely different topic, right? Customers will ask to see your work in the middle of a conversation, and you don't want to scroll endlessly through your camera roll, because who knows what kind of dirty pictures you have on it. Looking at you. Yeah, you. Uh-huh. You as soon as I said it, you're like, what if they saw that? Right? Uh-huh. No. I know you're taking pictures of your dog. That's what they'll see. Dirty-minded people. Too early for that. So organize your portfolio in a folder on your phone. You just create that folder. You can do a Google Drive link. You can even make a Canva presentation. That way you can instantly send proof whenever somebody asks for it. This is going to make you look polished and professional. It also saves time when you're promoting on social media. You can just grab the content from your portfolio instead of scrambling to find the photos with it. So examples of this is creating a Google Drive folder labeled Portfolio 2025 with subfolders for HTV, rhinestones, and DTF. And when a customer asks for examples, you can send a link. Okay. Another example is you can build a simple slide deck in Canva with your top 12 designs. You can use that at vendor events as a scrolling display on a tablet, so the customers can see stuff changing from it. The action step we need to do with this is create one dedicated folder on your phone or your cloud storage and just label it Portfolio. And then, sorry, tangent off. Move your top 5 or 10 photos into that today for easy access for it. And numero 5, as we come to the end of this, is keep building and updating with it, because this isn't just a one-time project. It's a living, breathing asset. Every time you finish a new job, make a habit to take a photo. Ugh! That is one of the easiest things we can do, and one of the most forgettable things that we do, taking a photo at the end. You've went through all this hard work. You designed it. You sold the job. You cut the job or ordered the job. You pressed the job. You packaged the job. You did all that, but you forgot to take the picture, right? Guilty as charged, Your Honor. Guilty as charged. Okay? So every time you finish that job, we need to make it a habit of photographing it and adding it to your collection. And as your skill set improves or your pictures, you can rotate out the weaker pieces. And then over time, your portfolio becomes a timeline of growth and a confidence booster every time you show it. This also gives you content for social media. Every new addition to your portfolio can be posted as a look what we just made and turned into a testimonial post. It's a system that feeds itself. You create, you capture, you share, you sell, baby. Okay. So, examples of this. Spiritware. Do this all the time. Adds photos for the school orders to the Google folder. And now you have 3 years worth of proof that can be used to land bigger things. Hey, we've been doing this for the last 3 years. Here's pictures of our setup. Here's pictures of our designs. Here's picture. We can show it. We can be there for you. Another makes updates on their social media highlights monthly with their newest designs, and that's from the rhinestones, the DTF work, everything from their folders they download to it. So action step O, numero 5 is just add one new piece to your portfolio every week, whether it's a paid job, a sample, or a mock-up. So to recap all of this, your portfolio is your proof. All right. And it doesn't matter if it's filled with paid jobs, with samples, or with mock-ups. What matters is that you have something to show. You start with what you already have, and then you create samples to showcase your skills. You can use mock-ups when needed, and you can organize it for quick sharing and keeps building over time. How do we do that? Well, we start with what we have. We create samples to fill the gaps. We use mock-ups when materials are tight. We organize our portfolio for easy sharing. We keep building and updating. So when you treat your portfolio like your best sales tool, you will always have confidence saying, yep, I can do that. Here's the proof to back it up. That's what we got for you today on your portfolio. Let me know in the comments. Questions, comments, concerns, anything that go along with it. Friday's show Friday's show, I think today's show portfolio was inspired by Jerry in a question, and I think Friday's show is inspired by Jerry with a question. With rejection isn't personal, bouncing back stronger. That's what we're talking about Friday. Every no stings, but it's not the end. And as an at-home apparel decorator, rejection is part of the journey. The good news is every rejection is also a stepping stone to the right customer who will say yes. So that's what we're going to talk about on Friday. Now, let me go back and see what we have for comments on things that we got. Let's see. Obviously, I can. Brian, the Puff Cheap. Okay, we're there. Tinter. I mean, I'm a tinter that does embroidery. You can too. That's right. No, Tim, I can't. Oh, look at that. Claire's been in it for 26 years. Woo! So you're saying I should get into it. Let's see. We posted that link in there. There's that. Did you post that in a webinar for us that attended? Yes, that design. If you attended that webinar, that was the paid webinar last week, that design was in there for it. I think that's what you were asking there, Linda. Yeah, it was in that paid one from there. Yeah. Ooh, carrot cake, buttercream frosting. Now we're talking. Ooh, I love it, Jerry. Bought the mini pack, which is rare for me. I really liked it. I really like that too. Let's see. First t-shirt design for my company. Ooh. Is that what you're going to post? Yeah. Let's see. Oh, we were through that because we got those for there. Yeah. Renee made our wedding cake and brought it down to us. And it was good. It was really, really good. There's a fun story about our wedding. One day I'll tell it to everybody, but only select few know about it. We'll put that in there for you. We'll put that spice in there. Barb says, I suggest watermarking photos. I'm on the fence with that because in today's day and age, I can send that through AI and remove a watermark for it. So it's like great to put on there, just depending on how it's done. We try to strategically place things with it to make it a little more difficult, or we just don't care. If somebody's going to steal it, they're going to steal it. Thievens be thievens, right? They're going to, the heathens be thievens. Thievens be heathens. Thievens be heathens. Let's go that route with it. And Russelline says, make a glitter HTV and rhinestone tumbler today so I can have pictures. That's right, Russelline, and you're going to post that. You're going to post it. And Renee says, for those that have portfolios, what format do you keep them? A folder in your photo app, in a notes app? Folder app, I like a couple different things. You already have like your file sharing app, your cloud app on your phone. I bet I think you have OneDrive, right? OneDrive. Create a folder in there, and then it's wherever you hit it, and it's always consistently updated. Having that folder in your phone is great because you're taking pictures and you're putting it there and doing that, and you can create it there, and that you usually have that with you. But we know storage can get filled up with that. Saving it off to creating that folder in Dropbox, OneDrive, whatever else is out there. That's what we can do on that. Either place would work on your phone. Yep. How do you create a watermark for your mockups in Wizard? It is under mockups. Add a watermark. It's in the preview for it too, right? Advanced template, watermark. Yep, add a watermark. Yeah. It's in there. I'll find the video. Morgan, do me a favor. Ask that in the crafting group, and we'll make sure to get a video posted over there for it, so that way we can get it in there with it. I'm the one who flips through my phone looking for the best pics. Yeah, she probably flips open that phone too. Probably connected to the wall. Just saying. I know, right? Pics of dirty dogs. Just saying. I know it's there. Linda says, I have folders. I have all kinds of folders. Yes, you do, Linda. I am sure you do. And Barb says, I like that. Create a Google Drive folder and link it to the portfolio on the phone. Very, very nice. Yeah, Jeff, let's just start over. Good morning. Welcome to the 9-3 edition of Makers and Movers podcast. I'm your host, Todd. Jeff just joined us. Everybody say hi to Jeff. I'm bad. Corey is great about it. Me, she's got a pretty good system down for it. So she is really, really, really good with it. And then take a photo helps you when you reorder and they want the same style and size. Absolutely. Another great one to do it. Sharon says, I found some inexpensive shirt stands on Amazon that work great for pics. Going to order some today. Awesome. I've got some stuff that there's projects that I need to do that I will show. We've built them out of PVC rack. So it's just PVC and there's that. We've done a few different ones, and those are all on ideas of things I need to do. Also, the Amazon store closings when you can find mannequins. Yeah, that's what we think. I like how you have to sing it to get it right. Musical theater love is showing. I do portfolio. I do. I'm full of business questions. Just keep asking them, Jerry, because you keep asking them. I say, hey, that's a great question. Let's build a topic around it. So as much as crap as I give you, Jerry, you're my muse, right? You inspire me. And it's like, oh, we can create a topic about that. Because chances are, if Jerry has that question, other people have that question too. So let's make some information about it. Go for no is good. Read, listen. Go for no. Oh, I don't think I know that one. I don't think I know that one. It does have a zillion. Yes, OneDrive. Yep, OneDrive. I thought that's what I think of a folder for each process, and then all of them. So you do the master folder of portfolio at the top, and then when you drop down, because I know you, and I know you're a very organized person, so you could have, laser, embroidery, apparel, right? And then or laser, embroidery, print, and then in each one now we have decanters, tumblers, wine glasses too. Then we have this one, for each one of that, and then we could probably have then we can probably do we do what else we could be doing is your gift giving. So wedding season, okay, here's all the stuff we offer wedding season. Here's this. So I know you, and you will go down that rabbit hole. I cannot wait to see it. I cannot wait to see it. She did upgrade to a cordless phone last year. Ooh, it's a bag. Come on, 3 watts of power. You're going to take that. I have take photo on my workflow project sheet. That's right. And Morgan said, I just created a dedicated folder for my completed projects this weekend. It was awkward scrolling through my phone when people are crying about, yeah, Morgan, what's on your phone? What's on your phone, Morgan? Just saying. We can only see so many cat pictures. I don't know what you're doing. Just saying. Part of the production. And we had that when we had the retail store that was on theirs, where it was like going through the process. Here's what it is. Take photos. And we had a nice little setup with here's the mannequin where we just throw it on there, good lighting for it, and just take a picture with it. So, right? Get those weights in there. Get in there. Just checked on visitors since yesterday. The Bite Me tea was popular. Very nice. Very nice. Subcategories of subcategories. That is right. What do you call the folder, Morgan? I don't know. Maybe she'll let us know in here. So, all right. That's what we got rocking and rolling today. Like I said, we do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure to check it out. Go check out the website. All the new stuff's out of there. Go check out the craft room. Go check out all of our links, affiliate links. Hey, they help keep the lights and mics on. Go check those out with it. And Hall of Fame tomorrow, 11 a.m. We'll be back here to do this for that other thing. We'll do this again on Friday. That's what we got. Short weeks or long weeks to me. We will get through on it. So until next time, everybody have an amazing weekend. Mentorship community, I'll see you guys in 20 minutes. We're going to keep rocking and rolling next thing. So until next time, peace, love, press on. We will see you